So now, Divine, that's my name, right? So you're talking to me. Divine, how do I? You said that just be. Don't search. Don't stop asking this self. Stop practicing all this self-inquiry, all these practices. Well, you can meditate. Meditate is very good. It is very helping. Not, I'm not prescribing you meditation for your self-inquiry or for your self-realization, for that matter. I am prescribing you meditation for your alignment in your center and clearing up your energy that you have absorbed from others during the day, during this and during this, and to clean up your own household system. That is what meditation is good for, in my opinion, but not as a tool to reach enlightenment. Not as a tool. If you sit in meditation not with the intention to reach enlightenment or to find the one, the source, if you sit in meditation without expectations, that's where the magic is happening. That's where the wonder is happening. That's when you connect to the source, even if it's just temporary. But when you sit with expectations, there is no connection to the source whatsoever. Because you have already an agenda, an idea how and when you have to connect and want to connect to the source, and you can connect to the source and how it should be feeling. You know, the connection with the source feels differently every time. It never feels the same. And if you are chasing for the same experience that you experienced the last time when you felt the connection to the source, and now you are chasing behind that feeling and that experience in your meditation or in whatever you practice, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get disappointed because the source is the very life in this now moment. And this and every life in this now moment is ever changing. Today you have been in this modus, and today you are not so much into that in modus. Yesterday you were joyful and happy for no reasons. Today you are melancholic a little bit and a little bit heavy at heart, and you don't know what's going on. But that is okay. That is okay. This is what the self is. That is the movement of the self through you. So when you don't come with expectations to approach the source and to approach the self, that's where you find the self. When you sit with no agenda, with no intention under a tree and just hug a tree and just be, literally just be. Don't sit there with expectations and with intention. Now I'm going to go and sit under that tree and meditate and connect to myself. No, just go and sit under that tree because you feel like sitting under that tree in the nature and just gaze about and just gaze around. You will see that you will drift away. What do I mean with drift away? You will drift away and you will see that the ego is drifting away. And you will just realize a glimpse of a moment, the connection to the self. You will realize the glimpse of the moment, the big I am observing you. And you being in union with the big I am observing yourself. Now the big I am, I say the higher self, and the biggest I am, the source. So now you being observed by the big I am and the big I am intertwine with each other. So you are being observed by this one, the big I am and the bigger I am, one. And you find yourself in this union, one. And that's what is oneness. And oneness with the source is all about. That feeling of oneness, being one with the source, that is it. If you don't know how it is, how you should be feeling, maybe you sit in the meditation and then you say, is that maybe it? Is that maybe it? How does it feel? How can I know that I am in union with the one? That is it. That is it. So just be. Just be. Ground yourself. Make sure that you are in the nature. I'm always in the nature every day. It doesn't matter with what weather, but it also the way that I live. I live here. This is my home. I live here. In my truck that I converted to a tiny house and bought a small land in Spain and put that truck there. And this is my home since almost 4 years now. So now, if you don't have that means, you have parks. If you live in a city, you have parks, you have woods. Take a bus. I remember when I used to live in Berlin in Germany. It's a big city, it's a capital city. I used to take I had the urge still. I was not awakened, but I had the urge to be in the nature. And there was woods, but a little bit far, 1 hour away from where I was living. But luckily, in front of my house, there is a bus stop a line that is going to that place. In fact, the end station is that woods. So what I used to do, I used to pack my stuff, my picnic stuff, and just get in the bus. Drive 1 hour with the bus. End station, I hop off. And then I stay 1 or 2 hours because this bus is coming every hour, or every 30 minutes. So I just hopped off and then go in the woods and then have my picnic, just spend time in the woods. And then when I finish, I came back to the bus station, and the bus driver is almost already making his break. And then when he's finished, he said, okay, now we go. I just jump in the bus. I go back home. I feel refreshed. So it's not an excuse that, oh, I live in a city, I don't have that nature. The nature is everywhere. If you look around you, if you really want it, you can have it. Or also, if you really cannot, if you don't have that means to go in the nature because maybe it's 1 hour and you are too much busy, fine with me. Find a nice spot at home in your place where you can make it a sacred place. A sacred place of your well-being, your well-feeling place where you feel good, where you have a plant in the house. It is always recommendable for me to have plants in the house. Where you have your corner, where you have your plants, green plants in the house, and very nice and clean, and where you can just maybe have a nice place where you can sit on the floor and just relax. Just be. Just relax. Don't do nothing. No, listen to music. If you want, you can listen to soft, nice, soothing music. But also, if not, just be. If you can be with yourself without distraction, without noise or voices accompanying you. Because there are some people who cannot really be with themselves. They just need something to run. Either a music or a podcast or a TV or company with other people. Those are distraction. That is where you don't find yourself. You will not find yourself there. You will find yourself when you just gaze about without expectations. And then you find you are drifting away. You're drifting away. At the beginning, it feels like you are falling asleep, but you're not falling asleep. And then you just realize that most of the time you just only realize that you have been docked on the source after you come back from the source. Not while you are there. My chicken laid an egg. And she have to let everybody know that, oh, I did a great job. Thank you, my dear. I love you. Yeah, I love you. So, where were we? Oh my goodness. Okay, that is now. I have to make a break because this is really not too loud. I might come back. I might come back. I will just come back with another video. That's it. Oh, now my rooster is also responding. My other chickens are also responding. All of them. So now we have a chicken choir here. All for you.